So it's a question number 7, 2023. Question is, you need to have a good comprehension. I spoke about it. So just keep underlining, highlighting whatever is the key piece of information that you're getting from the case study. Make note of key events, and comprehension is very important. You have to keep it very simple, pragmatic, but officer-like. Officer-like in the sense that do not do something which is absolutely unethical. Just be wary of that. So just pause the video, and pausing the video, very quickly read through the case study, similar to how we do it in CSAT. You'll realize there are certain important keywords that are written which give you the direction in which you have to approach it. For instance, it says the colleague is close to you. So you will have to be empathetic. That is sine qua non. If the colleague was not close, maybe you could have looked the other way around, but you are attached to the colleague, you're close to the colleague. Number 2, they need the surgery. Surgery was needed immediately. The father needed the surgery immediately, so there was no long-term effort you could have told them to undertake. It was an immediate resolution that they were looking for. Plus, they had no insurance, another issue. So I have to keep looking at peripheral issues also. This is a peripheral issue which we resolve. Speaking about, Jan Arogya Yojana, Ayushman Bharat, speaking about why insurance is needed. Speak about the fact that her husband is no more and she's from a lower middle class family. So every fact, every dictum is trying to tell you something. You have to look at the layer beneath which that you're just seeing. It means that they did not have any other opportunity. They had no money, they had nobody to bank on. You are empathetic, which again comes from your understanding of the fact that you were close to her. But you also are Than Gopal, you do not have the resources to fund her. You can only give her kind words, you can't give her money. And then she confides in you. It was a confidential discussion that happened between you and her, that such and such thing has happened. Something has happened. I would expect you to read this, very carefully. We're going to very quickly, scavenge through this. And the 10 lakh from a dormant account was taken, and the manager said that it had to be confidential but repaid. Right? The repayment is there. It is not, it is not a heist. It is not a theft, because you're going to repay. You have the, facts at hand. You have highlighted the keywords along which you can think. Let's come to the questions. Question is, what are the ethical issues involved? What are the ethical issues involved? Just the ethical issues will either come from different stakeholders. You can think of different stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders in this game? The lady is the stakeholder. The bank manager is the stakeholder. You are the stakeholder. Public at large is the stakeholder. So you might not need to draw a stakeholder diagram. If you want to draw, you can draw it as a part of part number A, and then bring ethical issues, based on that. Evaluate the behavior of the bank manager from an ethical point of view. So do not write then a lot of ethical issues with respect to the bank manager in part 1. That is called smart test, because the ethical issues will come from the bank manager's perspective also.